Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to show you how good my place looks. You see how good that is mowed right there in front? I did that with a Works 20-volt weed whacker or weed eater across the front there, and all the little weeds are gone. Those are what you call home-based chores. Yeah, look at that. Doesn't that look good? Let me turn it down a little bit. How about that, guys? Yeah, it's a Works, W-O-R-X, 20-volt weed whacker thing. And then over here, see, I've got a few weeds in the driveway, but I sprayed them with that plant spray stuff that's supposed to last a year. And these over here too. And now I've got my trees all trimmed up, and it looks pretty damn good to me. How about you? But this is my home base in Capitan, New Mexico, where I can walk everywhere I want to go. You know, I can walk to the post office, I can walk to the grocery store, the city offices, and everything. And we've just about finished out a season here, and I thought I'd just get it all cleaned up before I leave, so that way, because the growing season is just about to stop. And here's a spot over here that I weed whacked too, right in there, and it looks good, doesn't it? I think so. But anyway, yeah, I'll leave a link to that Works 20-volt weed whacker thing. And yeah, now we're going to go take a little drive, because I've done my work. I can take a break, right? I deserve it. I earned it. U-R-N, earn. You know, those are the kind of earns you don't really want. You know, E-A-R-N, not bad. U-R-N, I don't know. Yeah, U-R-N, the earn. Yo, I just made that up. Write that one down, guys. That's another keeper. But yeah, we're just going to cruise a while. I think I'm going to head over towards Ruidoso. I haven't been there in a while. It's 65 degrees here right now at 9:45 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and it actually feels pretty dadgum good. I don't even have to run the AC in the car. How about that? Yeah, and the schools have already started here in Capitan, New Mexico. This is the home of the Capitan Tigers, I believe. And yeah, they're already in session, and the world is round, so here we go. Yeah, all the schools are right here. They got the high school, elementary, and all that stuff right there in different buildings, which I think is pretty neat. I'm sure the big kids bully the little kids just like they always have and always will, but they still somehow they manage to grow up normally. So I got me some mixed nuts, and I got me oh, did I run off and leave my Snickers? Jesus Christ. Well, we gotta go back. I ran off and left my little Snickers. Damn it. How can I be? You know, guys, all I can tell you is getting older is not. Oh, there it is. It's in my there it is. It was in the bottom of the nut. So I'm not as bad as I thought I was. Anyway, we're still in Capitan. Yeah, so those of you that are thinking about getting a home base, just be aware that you still have a few chores to do, and but it's not much. I mean, I don't have a yard like you see these people have. No. No, if I had a home in a neighborhood, I'd go with that zero-scape stuff. Might be a little money on the front end, but overall, sheesh, saves you a ton of work. You know, cactus and gravel. And I think they're pretty. I've seen them in Phoenix and Taos and Santa Fe and stuff. I think the homes that have that zero scaping are beautiful. Anyway, this is the road that goes to Ruidoso, and away we go. I think this is Highway 48 out of Capitan. And yeah, so all you home basers, yeah, it's nothing to it, man. It took me about, to do all of that. There's a little dog running out in the road, isn't it? Yep, it sure is. It's like a little rat. It's just a terrier or some kind, looks like. He's strutting. Oh, there's another dog across the street, that's why. He must be in his territory. Anyway, moving right along, guys. As far as finishing up the season here, yep, getting close. Probably, I don't know when I'll be pulling out of here. I mean, I've already told the water department in Capitan that I'm going to be moving out, and for them to schedule me disconnect. Now here's something you'll really like. Now here's what I call pure sample of greed. Otero Electric is the electric company out here. It's an O-T-E-R-O, Otero Electric Cooperative. Covers this area. They charge you $30 a month just to have the electricity available. Okay? So I thought, well, hell, I'm going to be gone for 6 months back to Texas before I come back here. That's $180 that I'll pay for nothing. So let me find out how much it costs to disconnect and reconnect. Okay? So I did. I called. And the little girl told me, she said, well, it's $40 to disconnect, and then I think it's $40 to reconnect. And she said, how long are you going to be gone? And I said, well, I'll probably be gone 6 months. She said, oh, then you have to pay $180 availability fee. I said, well, I didn't use it. I wasn't there. She said, well, if you're just gone for 6 months or less and you reconnect, you have to pay the $30 availability fee for the period that you were not there. I thought, are you kidding me? So you'd have to pay, if you did it my way, if I hadn't asked, I'd had to pay $40 disconnect, reconnect, $80, $40 each way. Then $180, which would have been $260 for nothing. You got me? But I'm telling you, man. Yeah, and the reason she said they did it, I said, well, why do y'all do that? I mean, you know, what difference does it make how long I'm gone? Well, we have so many tourists out here that just stay a few months and then go back to their home state and then come back the following year that we started charging that because it's easier on us. Well, I can see that it would be. Now, they don't have to worry about disconnecting and reconnecting because nobody can come out. You know what I mean? Well, no, you can't. You can't. And I don't know when I'm going to come back out here. I could disconnect because, you know, it might be 7 months. And then I'd be a winner. Or I could make it 6 months and 1 day, you know. And I may do that. I'm actually considering that. Now, for the city of the water department, no, you have to pay I think it's a $75 disconnect and the same connect fee, or it might be 50. It's 50 and 75. I can't remember. It's $125. So, you know, but you know, spread that out. Which would you rather pay? $75 a month for water and sewer to the city of Capitan, or disconnect for 100, reconnect for 75 or 50 or whatever it is. I don't know the numbers, but it's $125 total. But you could do that, but if you disconnect, you no longer have to pay the $75 a month water bill. Well, $75 for 6 months is $450, right? I think, if I did my math right. But so anyway, there's always a catch-22, guys. There's always something. I don't care what you do. Well, just like I was going to do this video, the video of, you know, showing you the yard and stuff that I'd done with the weed whacker, the weed eater thing, and I was going to walk around and do it. Well, there's guys that are working that have their business in those storage buildings, play their music loud enough so that YouTube would pick it up. Okay, well, if they pick the music up in the background, they will not monetize the video at all. I don't care, you know, if you're, in fact, they didn't monetize the July 4th parade in Capitan, New Mexico. Why? Because one of the floats or one of the deals came by in the parade and they were playing music that was picked up by YouTube, and YouTube said, nope, copyright. So anyway, yeah, you got to be, if you want to make any money on YouTube, you better not have any sound in the back. If there's a bird chirping the Star Spangled Banner, you're in trouble, okay? Or you're not in trouble, you're just not going to make any money off that video. So anyway, guys, I'm just cruising and thinking about home bases. I've got another home base in Texas I'll be going back to. I plan to arrive there in October, because that's when the weather starts to cool down a little bit in Texas. So I've got about a month and a half or more to burn daylight. So we'll probably spend another week or 2 or 3 here, just depending on how big an itch I get. And then I'll go somewhere else in Texas where it's a little cooler and on, and then back down to Fort Clark Springs. But the main thing is just to enjoy my life, do what I enjoy doing, and yeah, whatever works. Because I got a home I can drive. I'm eating my almonds. I just dropped one of them on the floor, wouldn't you know it? God dang. It tasted good too. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, on a cloudy day, temperature right now shows to be 64 degrees here in this area. And that beats the heck out of being in Texas, because it's not going to cool down in Texas till 1st of October, I guarantee you. But I do like this country right in here. I like this particular area of New Mexico has become my favorite by far. And the reason is, first and foremost, the climate in the summer, because of the elevation. 6,000 to 7,000 feet is pretty nice. And, the drives, I'm driving 55 miles an hour and getting 47.5 miles to the gallon. So, and it's just a pretty drive, going to Ruidoso. And this, if I needed any clothing, which I don't, this is the time that they start doing their end of season sales. And, it is a time to go buy some stuff, but I don't need any more stuff. My little closet is full. In fact, I'm going to go through and purge some stuff here in the next few days. It's just stuff, I don't need anymore. I don't use. If you haven't worn it in 6 months, if you haven't worn it in a year, like all the seasons, then there's a good chance you don't need it. Same way with anything else. If you haven't used it in 12 full months, I don't know. I'd examine that a little closer. So what else can I tell you guys? Not a hell of a lot that I haven't already told you. I think you know more about me than my own family does. It's funny. I can say things on YouTube doing a video that I probably wouldn't even tell my kids, Why? That's the way I am. It's just a free place to talk, and that's basically what I do in my videos is talk, and a lot of people may not be interested in that, but I don't care, I'm not trying to be the number one guy on YouTube. I'm just doing something to enjoy life. It gives me something to do, and then reading the comments every morning, it's become a ritual. And I enjoy it. I know sometimes I'm a little rude, I guess. Somebody pointed that out. Why am I so rude to the people that leave comments? Well, I don't know. I just respond naturally, and if that's the way it comes off, then that's the way it is. That's me. Am I going to change? No. There goes Mario Andretti's daughter. Speed limit's 55. She's got to be going at 80. But that's okay, honey. She's probably late to work at Burger King. Yeah. They got sign-on bonuses now at these fast food franchises because it's so hard to get help. They have to have sign-on bonuses. Of course, there's a catch. You don't get the bonus the day you sign on. You get it after 3 months. So basically, they just take a portion of your wages that they would have had to pay you and put it in a little account and pay you that little, quote, bonus at the end of 3 months. Isn't this pretty, though? Driving right through these little mountains on the way to Ruidoso. We're going south on Highway 48. Just went over Rio Bonito. Alto, 9:49 a.m. according to that sign. Speed limit 45 now. That's warp 1 for me. We'll let it go a few minutes. Hell, I don't have anything to do. If y'all are busy, just click off and go do what you got to do, man. I'm going to eat my Snickers or have a bite of it. It's those little bitty ones, the ones that are about maybe an inch and a half to 2 inches long and an inch wide or less. 80 calories. Pretty good stuff, huh? And I got me some green tea. I know y'all want to know all that. First time I came down this road, or drove this road, I thought, man, oh man, winding through the mountains, my. Hell, I've driven it so many times now, nothing to it. Know my way pretty good. I know my way around in Ruidoso pretty good now, even though it's not a really big town. It's got streets that go in weird directions because it's built in the mountains. Got a lot of dead ends. Most of the summer Texans go back probably the first part of September. Some of them hang on till October and November. I used to know people, I still do, that have places here in Ruidoso that they've had for 25 years or more. I played golf with them. They come up here and play golf and go to the horse races. See that? 45. Speed limit's 45, and how fast am I going? 45. Whoops, 44. I got to speed up. You ever heard the Worm song? Where am I gonna live when I get home? Remember that? A friend of mine used to call that the Worm song. Where am I gonna live? My baby's thrown out everything I own. Oh God. The lyrics in some of these country western songs make you want to go into a bar and drink beer. What was the one of them wrote the perfect country western song? It had a train, somebody was drunk. His mama got run over by a damned old train. Anyway. Just thinking out loud, guys. Fortunately, there's not a whole lot of pressure on me for YouTube content because I pretty much just do whatever the hell I want to do. I'm not typecast. You know what I mean? I don't have to do a certain type of video for a certain type of audience. Gasoline in Carrizozo yesterday was $3.55. Let's see what it is here in a bigger city. How about 384? $3.99 in Capitan. smacking away, Anna. Yeah, the next turn takes you to Ski Apache for all you skiers. I don't know about that drive. I'm telling you, I can't imagine doing it in the winter. Man, we'll go right through downtown if y'all want to. Let's see. It's been 20 minutes here. Yeah, we'll let it go. That'll get us through downtown maybe. We'll go to 25 or 26 minutes. It takes forever to upload those videos, but I do things a day in advance and have for a while. That way I don't have to worry about upload speeds. I started uploading the day before, and if it takes half a day, so be it. Oh, that's good. I made me a shopping list for my trip home, because if I'm going to spend a month somewhere on the way, which I plan to, then I'll need some items that may not be available where I'm going to be, like blueberries, chia seeds, flaxseed. I'll get a couple of avocados and a few other minor things. Get plenty of beer and wine, because they rob you. In Alpine, Texas, for beer and wine, pretty damn expensive. Well, it's probably 20% more, 15 or 20% more. Gasoline, same way. I'm going to try to avoid buying gas in that area. If I fill up near El Paso on the way, it should be okay. That should get me all the way to Del Rio, even though Del Rio is about the same as it is here. Well, no, Del Rio is I think I saw it was like 345 for regular and late. It's not great, but goes up fast and comes down slow. Everybody knows that. Really a pretty drive. I really enjoy this. You know, they say the elevation of Ruidoso is like 6,900 feet. Well, it depends on where you are. I mean, you can drive a quarter of a mile and be over 7,000 feet. Or 6,500 or whatever. They got an Albertsons grocery store, and they got a Walmart for groceries and stuff. You got Ace Hardware and some of the other. They got all the stuff you need. But for me, even though it's a pretty little town, I like it. It's in the forest. I mean, it is in the forest, as you can see. The Lincoln National Forest. And after a while, trees kind of get on my nerves. You can't see, you know what I mean? You don't have a view. The same thing happened. I worked out and lived in Nacogdoches, Texas. I think it's Angelina Forest there. But, jeez, man. No view. Well, guys, I'm going to shoot this horse. Why? Well, I about run out of ammo and I want to eat my Snickers. It's a good reason, isn't it? That's the bestest reason I know. Having said that, thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem. Adios. Bye-bye. Buy anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the Amazon link in the description of all of my videos. Why? So it doesn't cost you a penny. Now the link will take you somewhere, and then you can go wherever you want to and buy whatever you want. But anyway, what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. I mean, it's really good for you to drink plenty of water. A lot of people may beg to differ, but check it out. And what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep, hold it for a few seconds, then breathe out slowly. Why? That relieves stress, and relieving stress lowers your blood pressure. It works, I promise you. Check it out. And stand guard at the door of your mind, man. I'm telling you, I just feel so good. And when I get around people that are negative, or they want to tell me a lot of negative crap, or they want to dump their trash in my backyard, ain't gonna happen, man. I don't mean to be rude, but no, man, those little neurons in my brain, I try to feed them good stuff, because I sleep good at night, my blood pressure's okay, cholesterol's okay, everything's fine. I don't take any medication at all, and I believe it's because of those simple little things that I do every single day. And another one is exercise. Very important, man. Just a walk. You don't have to go jogging and beat your hips and knees to death. Just take a nice leisurely stroll once or twice a day, preferably twice, preferably after every meal. But anyway, having said that, I'm getting off on a little tangent here. Enjoy your life, and do what you got to do, man. You don't have to go RVing. You don't have to go anywhere. Yeah, you can be perfectly contented. Woo, what do we got here? That was cute. And then they slam on their brakes. Did you see that? You know, and they got their blinker on to turn left. I'd like to know who's driving that car. I would. They almost caused me to have an incident. And you know what would have happened then, don't you? My Snickers would have melted, and that would have been bad. Anyway, guys, enjoy your life. Bye-bye.